Hello beautiful people, it's a girl Genie and it's Genie's signature. So today I'll be making this beautiful Igbo blouse, so a madam blouse as we call it, with a gong sleeve, and this came out very beautiful and it's fitted neckline. You know, this is not the size of the blouse is not the size of the mannequin, so that's why it's not looking too good. So but if this is what you're interested in, you can take your measurements and then you can sew this for yourself. So if this is what you're interested in, please kindly watch till the end. Thank you and God bless you. So let's go right over. So now these are the things I'll be needing. I'll be needing a gum stay. You can make use of an stay if you want. I'll be making use of a lace fabric. I'll be making use of my doll face. And then of course I'll be making use of a lining and a zipper. And of course I didn't show you the wording that I'll be making use of for the bust area. So those are the things needed for this tutorial. So now let's get right over. So yes, you can see on the table right there, I already folded my lining. I'll be cutting this on the lining first before repeating it on my doll face and the lace itself. So I've ruled out a starting point. You know, the edges of lining is always squeezed. So I ruled out half an inch and then I came down for my bust point measurement or bust line. If your bust line is 12, make sure it's 12.5 you're marking, because by the time you add everything up together, it's going to be coming back to the actual point. So now for my under bust, I marked 15 and a half, and then for my half length or the shoulder to the waist, I marked 19 inches. So those are the things there, and then I just want to quickly repeat it here so that it will be easy for me to roll it out on a straight line. So do exactly what you see me do, and then you're going to be getting everything. So let me just roll this out on a straight line. If you're new to my channel, if this is the first tutorial you're watching on my channel, please welcome. Hope you enjoyed watching this. Please, as you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share. So now I'll be getting the distance between my bust and under bust, and then I'll be taking that up to get my chest line. So the difference between that was 3 inches, and that is what I'm marking right there. And then I'll be rolling that out on a straight line as well. So let me just label this: the chest line, the bust line, the under bust, the half length or the waistline, and then the full length of the blouse. So the full length of my blouse is 26 inches, and then I added 1 inch, and that made it 27 inches. So that is all I have right there right now. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to go over to my shoulder measurement and then divide that by 2, and then of course I'll be adding half an inch because this is going to be having a sleeve. So that is what you're seeing me doing right now. So having gotten that, I'll come down for my armhole, and then for my armhole I'll divide your armhole by divided your bust divided by 6, and then you add 1.5 inches. Alternatively, you can still come down by your shoulder measurement and you're good to go. So most times I just come down by my shoulder measurement, exactly what I have on my shoulder. I come down for my armhole, and it has always worked. Yeah. So but if you feel like you want to go through the normal process, you can just divide your bust measurement by 6 and then add 1.5 inches to that. So that is what I just rolled out, and then I'll be coming down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. And then for the neck width, I'll be making use of 3.5 inches. And so I'll be slanting that like so. And of course I'll be adding my half inch for the shoulder joining immediately, because I don't want stories that touch. So now I'll be getting the difference between the midpoint of my armhole, come in by half an inch, and then go over to take all the other measurements before coming back to make any other alterations right there. So now I'm coming back to the main bodies, and for this I'll be dividing my nipple to nipple or bust span measurement, that is the difference distance between one nipple to the other. For my client, as is or 7.5 inches. I divided that by 2 and then I added half an inch for sewing allowance. So whatever I had there should be 3 3 quarter. Yeah, so that is what I'm marking right. If you don't know how to read your measuring tape, leave it in the comment section. I'm showing you detailed tutorial on how to go about that. So I'll be marking that from the starting point there, at least from the shoulder down to the length of the blouse, and then I'll be rolling this out on a straight line. And so the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to get out our darts. Yeah, so on the underbust measurement, not the bust line, you're not going to be doing anything on the bust line. On the underbust measurement, I'll be taking 1 inch on both sides respectively. As you see me mark it, just do exactly like that. And then from there, I'll be slanting my line into the midline, into that line that I drew for the bust span measurement, like so. Because my client has a big tummy, I would want that area to be free for her. So now on my bust point, I'll be coming down by half an inch, and then I'll be carving out my bust dart like so. Just come down by half an inch, and then you carve it out like so using your ruler or your armhole curve or your pattern master, whatever you have at hand. And then I'll come right here too and repeat the same thing. So you can see that we're getting our busts is already showing a little bit. So I'm going to be heading over to the shoulder area to take our shoulder darts. And on that shoulder dart, the side that went to the armhole, take 1 inch, and the side that came to the mid front, take half an inch. One on this other side going to the armhole area, and then one coming to the middle of the blouse like so. And then you're going to be connecting right there to meet the mark half an inch that you marked on the bust span measurement. I believe you understand me. So I'm just connecting that. By the time I'm through and remove my ruler, you would understand what I did. So this is what I did. So you can see now that we have our bust curve or bust darts already showing very well. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to just go ahead, divide my bust measurement by 4, add back any darts that I took around that area, and then add my sewing allowances. I'll go to my waist and do the same thing, divide by 4, and then add back the darts that I took, and then add my sewing allowances. And then I'll go over to the length of the blouse, divide my hip measurement, because our blouse sits on our hip line, so we're not going to be making use of waist measurement there. You're going to be making use of your hip measurement. So I'll make use of the hip measurement divided by 4, and then add my sewing allowances respectively. So that is basically what I'll be doing right now. And so when I'm through, I'll just be connecting it like so. And then for my armhole, I'll just carve it out like so. And so around the armhole area, we made use of that there. I used 1.5 inches, so I'll be replacing that. So you can see the way I'm doing it. Just take the measurement of what you have there and then repeat. Because if not, if you just say you just want to extend it by that 1.5 inches and then draw it up like that, you're not going to be getting the actual armhole the way it's supposed to come out. So there will be gaping around the armhole area. So in order to avert or prevent such things from happening, just do exactly like you see me do, and then carve out your armhole like so. So you can see that we have a perfect armhole, as you can see right there. The only thing I didn't remember while doing this tutorial, which I of course did after off camera, I did not remember to slant my shoulders. Please always remember to slant your shoulders. I always forget to do this, I don't know why. So had it been I extended that up to that place, I would have remembered very well. So we're basically through, and then I'll be cutting this out. So I went over and then cut this out of camera because I didn't want to waste time. So you can see that I didn't bring down the neck depth, as you can see. I intentionally did that because I want to join everything first before doing that. But I will show you how I'm going to be doing that later on. So this is the back piece. I just did whatever I was supposed to do at the back and then added my zipper allowance. So for the back, we only need the bust measurement, the waist measurement, and of course the hip line measurement. Those are the only measurements needed at the back. And then you input your dart, just the normal regular dart at the back. But I added my dart at the waist area so that it would give us a very beautiful shape. So I'm just taking my bust measurement and then I connected my armhole like that. And then I came here, I marked my waist measurement, added that, and then added 3 inches or 2 inches sewing allowance here. And then that was what I did, and then I connected like so. So I'll be cutting this out, but I'll do my dart first. I took my bust band measurement all the way from the chest line to the length of the blouse, and then I took the dart at the middle part of that is the waist area, half inch. And then I connected. I went up by 3 inches from my hip line because I don't want it going all the way to the hip line. And then from the chest line, I came down by 1 inch. So that is what I just did. And then I'm trying to take the neckline like so. And then I came down for the depth for the back as well because I made this a round neckline. And so I'll be connecting like so. So you can see that I forgot to slant my shoulders here as well. So please always remember to slant your shoulders. So I'm placing this like this because I want that edge part. I don't want it too pointed. So I want to make it slanted and I want it to rhyme. That is why I brought the front piece there and then did it like so. Just go by 2 or 2.5 inches and then slant it out like so to give it a nice shape. So I'm just cutting out the excesses that I have there that was I think longer than the front piece. So this is what we have, and then I'll be cutting this out as well. So the back piece is quite easier than the front piece. So let me just cut out the darts. So I'll just be extending this all the way up and then cut it out. And so in order to avoid bulginess at the zipper area, I'll just be going in by half an inch and then slant it all the way in order to avoid bulginess at the zipper area. So this is what we have for the back. This is how the back is going to be. Isn't 4 like this, but at the end of the day it's going to be 2 pieces. So let me just set this aside, go ahead and cut it out on my fabrics, and then I'll be right back to show you. So I've gone ahead to cut this out. So these are the front pieces, so these are the side. I've already ironed my wording on it. So the next thing is just to go and join it. As you can see, I'll just go ahead and place it like this and then run half an inch on it like so. And then for the back pieces, this is the lining for the front. I ironed gum stay on it to give it strength. So that is what I was just trying to explain, that whatever I did for the main blouse is what I'll be doing on the lining as well before I'll cut out the neckline then turn it. So these are the back pieces, these are the linings of ironed gum stay on it as well. So those are the things I'm going to be doing now. So I had to do this in a forward mode so that it won't take too much of our time. And so these are the main fabrics, that is the doll face and the lace for the back as well. So this is the front. I've gone ahead to join it. Now I want to open the neckline. I came in by 3.5 inches, and for the depth I came in by 7 inches because my client likes a wide neckline, and I'll be making use of a sweetheart neckline for this. So I came down by 4 from that side and then carved it out like this to give it like an arc shape and then cut it out. So this is what I have. Let me open it up so that you'll see it. So this is what I have, like a sweetheart neckline. So I'll just be doing exactly what I did right here on the main fabric before turning it with my lining. So I'm going to be placing it on it like this just to trace it out. So for the neck width, I just want to reaffirm it, and then I carved it out like so, and then I'll cut this out. And so this is what I have. So when I open it up, this is what I have as well. So I'm going to be using this to turn the neckline, turn the sides and everything, and then I'll be back. So this is what we have after I must have turned it out with the lining. So for the back as well, I've gone ahead to do that. I've added my zipper. So the next thing to do is to just fix our sleeves and then close it up. So I was showing a tutorial on how I made the sleeves separately because I didn't want this to be too long. So this is how our blouse came out beautiful. Thank you all and God bless you. See you all on my next tutorial. Ciao.